welcome to Kitten Up Kitten. My name is Sam, and today I am doing a whip and chat on my Evermoment canvas, my Fairy Queen. So I just wanted to come in. I just want to show you the issue that I'm having with this canvas. So I'm gonna zoom it in as much as I can. Can you see those symbols? They're quite dark. So what I've been doing is I've actually been doing all of these dark symbols first because I can see them if I haven't got other drills around them. So I'm doing those first and then I'm filling in around it. So let me zoom you back out again. I'm not the best at this, not gonna lie. So the other thing, so what I've decided to do today is I've decided to pull out my light pad. This is my A4 light pad. I got this from Amazon, and the biggest complaint people make about light pads is the charging port. So I actually have a magnetic charger. So the end goes in there and it literally snaps on. Now this one does have dot matrix on it, but you don't notice that when it's under there. Look at that, that's much better. And now let's get it in the right place. I can see that very well, so that's going to help me a lot. So I've got it on the brightest setting. So that's my tip. If you have a light pad, get a magnetic charger. You can also get the fittings. The one that I brought, I got 3 different length leads, and probably about 6 different fittings for various objects. So Samsung charger, iPhone, etc. Little C, I think it's called Little C one, isn't it? So I'm going to make a start on this. So while I'm getting my drills in it, that's made such a difference. I'm just going to straighten this edge up. So before I go any further, let's get the introductions out of the way. If you are here for the very, very first time, welcome. I hope that you will stay. Please do like if you like the content, and subscribe if you would like to come back. If you are one of my lovely subscribers already, thank you very much, not only for subscribing in the first place, but for continuing to come back and watch. It is very much appreciated. Okay, the other thing I've done is I've taken the foam off my table because this is a double-sided tape. I just want to work on this flat. Sometimes when I'm working with I do actually use an easel. I do have a small easel, but most of the time I prefer to work flat. I also prefer to work without a light pad. That's just my preference. So I'm going to go, I think that's the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. I'm going to go with this symbol first because it's a darker symbol, but that light pad has made that much, much easier to see. So things that I am using today, I am using my white Admiral Zest tray. I am using my pink Amazon pen. I will find the link for these because they do come with a 2-placer and a metal single placer. They are fab value. So I will put the link in the description box. I'm going to make a start on this one. I'm going to try and not get my hands in the way, but that light pad has made a massive difference. The main reason I don't like using a light pad, especially when I'm doing squares, is because it always makes your squares look really gappy. So that's why I don't, and I just prefer not to. I prefer to see it as it is. However, when you've got symbols that are dark like this, it does make it easier to see. So that's a huge improvement. So I'm guessing moving forward that I will be using my light pad on this canvas, which is fine. I've got two light pads. I have an A3 light pad as well, which was the first one I bought. I bought the A4 predominantly for using when I go away in the caravan, because it acts as my little laptop table and light pad in one. But I don't need an A3. You don't need, to be fair, for the size of the sections I work on, I could do an A5. You know, that's all you need. You just need to light up that section. What a light pad is good for is for making these darker canvases easier to see. So now that I've got that in place, I am liking this much more, can I just say. The other thing that I have done is I have removed the top cover paper. I was working with it and cutting it down, but because it wasn't straight and I didn't have the symbols highlighted the way that I wanted them to. I like the edges to be straight. I don't want to see half a row of the print. I want that cover paper to be on the edge of a row. So I wasn't able to get it that close, that exact, with the cover paper that was already on it. So I've taken that strip off. So I am now working in smaller sections, which makes it easier, not only for me to work my way through it, but also to enable me to potentially get a section done on a Whipham chat. So please do grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea or whatever your preferred favourite drink is. Pull out whatever you're working on, be that diamond painting, cross stitch, knitting, whatever, and just sit with me for a while I diamond paint. So this is the second of my current whips. I got a little section done earlier. I am off work today. I do need to go food shopping, however, but I wanted to get some content filmed to get up. I am currently uploading a kitting up. Yes. So that will be going up shortly. This will go up later on. So I'm enjoying this canvas a lot more now because I can see those symbols clearly. I think it's just because it's a darker print. That's all it is. And putting that light pad on has made the world of difference. So I'm pleased at that. I think it's just the fact that I prefer to work raw. So without a light pad, without an easel, you know, it's just me. It's just the way I am. I'm a bit strange, I know. So I'm just scanning so that I can see where they all are. But this has made it so much easier. And hence why people will always advise you to buy a light pad, because it does make a massive difference. It makes it much easier to see, especially when you have the darker printing. It just highlights those symbols for you. So I definitely recommend it. I think my A3, my A3 light pad did come with a carrying bag. It did come with a easel type thing and clips, and you know, it had lots of extras in it. It did cost me a bit more, but for the size of the section that I'm doing, I didn't really need to pull that one out. This A4 one also came with a carry case and some clips and a small easel. I actually used the easel from this one as a tablet stand for when I'm watching YouTube. So yeah, it came in very handy. But it only cost me, I think it was about £13. It was very cheap. My A3 does not have the dots, the gridded dots on the screen. So I prefer that for that reason. But this one is perfectly adequate. I just decided to buy a magnetic charger because the feedback that I had seen from them is that the charging port goes very quickly if you're plugging and unplugging it. I also do have a battery pack that came with my bigger one. So when I'm in the caravan, I actually plug my lead into that, which makes it much easier to use when you've got a small space and not many plug sockets. So I'm just going to scan and make sure that I've got, there we go, there's 3 up there. What a difference it makes with that light pad on though. My other tip, if you're working with a light pad, is to do it so that you are not near the power button, because it's very easy to keep catching the power button and turning it off. But that's made a massive difference. So I'm really pleased with that, so that's good. So my plan today is to sit here and I'm not moving. Just seen another one. I'm not moving until I've done this section. So it could be a long whipham chat. I do have, however, other things to talk about. There's another one. It's the worst thing. The section I've just done wasn't as confetti, so it was a bit easier to do, but it is only this section. We've got a nice colour block bit here. So let's hope that I've got them all, but the odds are I probably haven't, and I will miss 1 or 2, because I always do. That's normal for me. There's another one. That's 2 drills stuck together. Just there. Yeah, so I think the biggest reason I don't like working with a light pad is because it makes your drills look really untidy, and they're not. Once you've got it done and they're all in, they push together really nicely. So I want to talk about this canvas a little bit more. Can't get the drills out. There we go, they're going. I apologise for the tapping noise, but it is the best way to get the drills out. The drills do fit together very nicely. I do have some trash. Let me just find my magnet again. I've just lost my magnet for my... Where have you gone? That's it. Let's put my cover minder. There we go. That's better. Just so that I know where it is. So we'll take the lid off in case we get any trash drills. I can't remember what I was going to say now. No, it's gone. So I have sold another few cook pots. So today I am using I called this marble. This is marble with silver leaf in. So I've sold another 4. So I will be later on making some more. Really pleased because I find them invaluable when I'm diamond painting. Just to have something, you know, I mean, you can use a tray, a cheap tray, or an empty storage tub if you've got one in your storage. Whatever storage you're using, you know, if I had my bottle cases, then I would just use one of the empty bottles. But I like the fact that I've got this little tub that's also a cover minder. So if you are one of those people that sections off the plastic, you can just use it to hold back your plastic and collect your trash drills at the same time. So I've called it the cook pot because it's Kitten Up Kitten. They are available on Etsy. I will be making some more later today and they will be going up hopefully today. But I do have a lot on today. It is my only day off until Saturday. And Saturday I have 2 nail clients in. So I'm a little bit short on personal time this week. But I'm going to get up as much content as I can because I like to. But I shall make a few more of the pots and get them up as quickly as possible. I still haven't done my nails yet. That is what I need to do today. So I thought I would do my whip first, my Whipham Chat, and then I will sort my nails out. Then I will go shopping. Then I'll pick my daughter up from school. And in between all of that, I'm hoping to get over and see my granddaughter for an hour as well. So, yeah, it's quite busy. But, you know, you've got to take time out. So hopefully if I get everything done today, that will give me this evening. And I plan then to get set up in the snug with my tablet and catch up on the YouTube channels that I like watching. And carry on with some more of Wonderland, because I am really enjoying doing that. So I was going to talk about this canvas. So overall, the drills are relatively good. I think they're actually quite good. I have had some trash, but not a lot. So actually, I think they're not bad drills at all. So I concur with those people that have said they do quite good quality drills. The canvas, apart from the darkness of some of the symbols, which as you can see has been absolutely sorted by using a light pad, it's not bad at all. I haven't done enough of this one to judge how well it has been charted. You know, I would assume that it is computer charted, but until I get a bit more detail in and a bit further through it, I won't know. So would I order from Evermoment again? I think it's too early to say. It is no secret that I am a big fan of Diamond Art Club canvases. It is no secret that that seems to be my benchmark when I am comparing canvases. But I'm trying to be more understanding that not all companies will offer the same type of quality. I paid, I'm sure it was £32 for this canvas. I mean, it is a decent size canvas. The drills are definitely a good quality. You know, they seem to fit together very well. Was it worth £32? Yes, I think it was. I think for what I've got my money's worth. However, I would probably prefer to spend that money on a company like Diamond Art Club. Diamond Art Studios also, with what I've received from them so far, I think is good value for money, because they are quite a bit cheaper than Diamond Art Club, but the quality of their drill seems good. However, I need to hold back until I actually work on one. So I can't really say for definite. The colours are beautiful. You've got more than enough colours for the side of the canvas. This one is this damn stool. Yeah, you've got 50 colours in this canvas, which I think is a very good amount. So I'm hoping once we get into the section with the Fairy Queen on it, that we're going to get some good detail. At the minute, it's all the background colours, so I haven't got anything to gauge it by at this point. But I'm hoping as we move on, as we move through it, that we will. I can definitely say, losing my drills, I can definitely say that I will certainly enjoy working on this a little bit more now that I can see the symbols. I do need to point out, I am 49. I do wear glasses. I don't have to wear glasses all the time, but my eyesight, as I've got older, has deteriorated somewhat. So it could be that for someone with better eyesight, those symbols won't be an issue. So it probably is just me. So, you know, best way to judge is to try. It's as simple as that. The best way to judge whether it's a company you would like is simply to try. I'm hoping that my arm hasn't been in the way of that the whole time that I've been diamond painting. Okay, let's do these suns. I couldn't actually make out what that symbol was previously, so I don't think it's, yeah, it's that one. So all told, yes, you know, I'm liking it a lot more now that I can see a symbol. So I definitely think that Wonderland will be finished first. At the end of the day, Wonderland is around. They do tend to go quicker than Square, but hopefully this will go a bit quicker now. As you can see, I did 4 bigger sections because I'd cut the paper that way. I'm now doing a smaller section going across, so it will look a bit uneven until I get back that way. But I'm hoping that by the time I've done this first edge, I can actually turn this the right way round, because I am working on the canvas upside down. Again, my tip is to turn your pot the wrong way round. It's not an issue on this one because this symbol would be the same whichever, but certainly if you have arrows, etc., that is what I would do, so that I can ensure I've got the right symbol. The symbols themselves, I think they could have found easier symbols to use. Some of them are quite complicated. However, you could say that about Diamond Art Club. So I don't think there is only so many things that you can use when all's said and done. So yeah, hopefully it'll go a bit quicker now. It'll be a bit easier because I can actually see it, which is great. Right, that's that one done. I think I've got them all. Probably not, like I said. So let's put these back, and I'm going to do that corner symbol. So how are you today? I hope your week is going well. I mean, it's Monday, so now everybody knows Mondays are rubbish days, but you know, hopefully yours is going as well as can be expected for it being a Monday. You may not see this until Tuesday or Wednesday anyway, but I hope it's going well. Thank you for letting me know what you're working on. So one of the questions that I asked was whether people were a one whip person or not, and the feedback that I've had is that for most people, yes, they like to work on one canvas at a time. I will say again, so do I. I have purposefully started this canvas for the benefit of people watching, because I didn't want them, you know, I might have to do 12 whip videos on one canvas before I get it finished. I certainly don't want to be doing one whip a week. I'm trying to build my subscribers, so therefore I need to be putting up pretty regularly to help build that. So for me, working on 2 is a way of keeping the content varied. But I'm quite enjoying it, to be fair. If I was diamond painting just for my own benefit, I would work on one kit. That is what I've been doing since I started, with the exception of the little work kit, which stays in my work bag. But predominantly one big canvas at a time. But I'm quite enjoying going between the squares and the rounds. If I've had a very busy day and I just want to chill out for the evening, I automatically go to Wonderland at the minute because it is a round. I don't have to think about it quite so hard. But at heart, I am a one whip person, definitely. Okay, so what else have I got to tell you? I do have, I still have a 30 case to come from my mum. I'm just waiting for her to finish the painting. That's the wrong way round, which is why it's not sticking. Let's try a different drill. So I've got that case. I've got 2 canvases which have under 30 colours. One is my 4-panel tree. The other is quite a large canvas actually. It's one of the first ones that I bought. It is a dancer. I've lost my glue dot, which is why I can't pick anything up. Let's pick it back up. Squish it back in. See how far we can get before I need to replace it. Yeah, it's a dancer with like an art work type dancer. It's quite a large canvas, and I bought it when I very first started diamond painting. It's been sat there all this time. It is a round, but it's only 20 colours. So I may potentially kit that one up next, just because I have got a small case that holds, I think, 24 bottles. It's not one of the nicer cases. It is more of a hard plastic case with the bottles stood inside, so there's nothing to hold them in place. They do move around a bit, so it's not ideal for a bigger kit that you're going to be working on for a long time. However, I think it will work okay for that one. So I may save the 30 bottle storage that I've got coming back for my trees. We'll see. Anything could change between now and then, to be fair. I change my mind all the time. And especially when it comes to filming, it depends very much on what time I have and when. You know, I hadn't planned to do a whip this morning, but if I do it this morning, I can then crack on with the other things that I need to do, and I can get ready to move into the snug later on this evening and diamond painting there. That's the plan. That's the idea. I also do want to do a video that shows how I diamond paint in the sunroom. I know I've already done this. I've shown like my little area, but I want to do a better video that just shows how I work, where I work, and to include in here and also in the snug, so that you can see how I work on a small table. I think that would be quite interesting. That has gone in the wrong place. Put that back in there. Okay, I'm looking for a P. That's what I'm looking for. I am still very much struggling with the size of the stickers, the size of the symbols on these stickers. I wish now that I had cut off, there we go, that I had cut off the legend and used the legend, because they're a bit bigger. But you know, I certainly can't be bothered now to change it, so I've just got to get used to where they are. So I'd like to do that. I'd like to show you my snug and incorporate my stash into that. I do have a number of double-sided adhesive canvases that are hanging up. So obviously I won't be able to show you the images on those. I may be able to do one to show you how it's charted, etc. But I do have the pictures for those as well, so I could always insert the pictures. So I'd like to do a video like that, you know, where I work, different places, my stash, how I've got things organised on my dresser, that sort of thing. So I do want to do that. I don't know if that will be today though, because I do have quite a bit to do. Cannot believe the difference, this light pad. I don't know why I didn't just try it before. I've got 2 of the bloody things. Why on earth I waited so long, I don't know. I think it's because I don't, when I'm watching people working, when I'm watching YouTube, I don't always enjoy it when they're working on a lightpad. I don't know why. I think it's just because it highlights the gapping in their squares and it bothers me. So, and I know it's because they're using a lightpad. You don't notice that gapping when you turn the lightpad off. You know, it always looks a lot neater. But you live and learn. I'm just going to take my dressing gown off because I'm getting a bit warm. However, I have a feeling these sections will go a hell of a lot quicker now that I can actually see what I'm doing. So there you go, lesson learnt. If you do have a canvas that has quite dark symbols, please do use a light pad. It makes the world of difference. Look, I missed a squirrely one there. It's that sort of bendy arrow. That's what I mean by squirrely. But yeah, I know I'd miss one, always do. It would not be me diamond painting if I didn't have a load of random symbols. I've missed like the suns. I've missed like 3 suns here as well. I think it's just confetti. I think it's just part and parcel of working with confetti. I've noticed some other diamond painters do it too. So it's not just me, which I'm pleased about. It's always nice to know that you're not alone in the mistakes that you make. So just tap in my tray to get those drills to come out. Let's put that one back. Okay, what am I going to do next? I'm going to do the 4s, I think, and get those done out of the way. So I'm just trying to fill this bottom corner in first because this is a lot more colour blocking, so it'll be easier. When I first started diamond painting, I always used to start with the symbol that I had the most of first and then work my way down until I just had the singles left. Now, it very much depends on the design. You know, it depends what's on the canvas, but because I've got all my confetti up this side, down at this bottom edge, I want to fill that in first. What I don't like about working upside down is the fact that once I start getting up here, I am then leaning on my drills. So that's why I tend to do this top section first. However, I will turn the canvas to enable me to not have my arm on the drills I've already done. So if that means that at times it's on its side or upside down or the right way up, will very much depend on where I am on the canvas. I just prefer not to be leaning on the drills I've already placed. Glue wise, the glue is very good. I haven't had any issues with drills not sticking. Only time I've had an issue is when my glue dot's too sticky. Got 2 there, so I've tapped one off. I have watched Rebecca this morning, 4 Kids at 147. She was filling out her logbook, which looks amazing, by the way. The logbook looks amazing. However, I have a notebook that my mum bought me, which I use as a logbook of sorts. And literally, if it's a Diamond Art Club, say, the big sticker goes in that logbook. And then I just add the details in when I start it. So I tend to put the sticker in when I kit up and fill out the details, such as, you know, whether it's square, whether it's round, etc. And then I fill it in when I've completed, and that will be then when I fill out, you know, if I had problems with the canvas, the drills, that sort of thing. But it's not as nice as Rebecca's logbook is. It is just a notebook that my mum picked up for me for my birthday. Right, so I'm going to do this double arrowhead. That is probably the best way to describe. No, if I can find it, that is. I know it's here somewhere. Give me a second, guys. Where are you? I just find searching for the symbols a lot easier when it's in the normal bottle storage cases. But like I said, there you go, it's there. Like I said, you know, I sort of wish that I had used the legend of this one. It would have been so much easier because it's a beautifully clear legend. Not so worried about the drills lining up because I only need a few. I just want to get those in. It's been really nice getting comments from people on my videos as well. I'm so pleased that you guys are enjoying it. I wouldn't agree and say that my voice is relaxing. I think my husband would probably totally disagree with you on that. But I'm pleased that you're coming back, and I'm pleased that you're liking the videos because I am enjoying doing them. I kind of feel like I'm part of a group now, which I like. You know, most of my time previously has been spent diamond painting on my own, and I've used other people's Whipham chats to keep me company. That's why I wanted to do it, because I wanted to be able to do that for others. So I'm pleased that it's going down well and that you're enjoying it. Haven't had any bad comments yet. I haven't had any negative, you know, anything negative put at all. So I guess I'm very lucky so far. I'm sure I will at some point, you know, it's bound to happen. Okay, so I'm now going to put these back, and I'm going to do the arrow that I've got. What are you doing today? What kind of jobs do you do? That would be a nice conversation. What do you do for a living? I've done a number of jobs over the years, but currently, as you know, I am a working nail tech, and I'm also a receptionist in a specialist care home. I'm just all that I'm taking the time is on these little pots because they're quite full. I'm taking the time to move the drills as much as I can from the little section. This, not that one, because that's not a small pot. From this little bit, I'm just trying to make sure I've got it in canvas. This little bit here. Sometimes the drills pop out if you get them caught in that. So let's do this triangle, which is that one. So I am getting to know where the symbols are. Some of the more some of the ones I use most. Can't say that word today. I am notoriously bad for getting words mixed up. You will notice that. I do it all the time. And I sometimes struggle with long words. What can I say? I'm human. And it's not easy. I noticed this yesterday when I was doing the kitting up. My mum actually came down while I was doing it, and she went to sit at the table. I can talk when I'm talking to myself for hours without any problems, but as soon as someone's there to hear me, I have to stop recording because it makes me self-conscious, which is really strange, isn't it? But you know, when you're recording, you are talking to yourself. You know, nobody's there to listen to you. Nobody's judging how you're doing it. And when you put your video up, you can't tell that people are judging it because you can't see their reactions or hear what they're saying. So, yeah, I paused it while she came in, and then I had to take a break during it when my son turned up. So, anyway, I'm not a big editor. If I make a massive boo-boo, if I start it off the wrong way and I think it sounds stupid, then sometimes I will restart it if it's at the beginning. Most of the time, I don't edit too much. I may insert a photo if I've been talking about something I want to show you. I may cut out the first bit, because very often when I start filming, I actually start the camera before I'm ready to actually film anything. So I will cut that out, but I don't do masses of editing. You know, I don't tweak colours or anything like that. I may adjust the volume. It depends on whereabouts I've got my camera set up. But I don't do a massive amount of editing. Because I want you to see my mistakes. I want you to see the things that go wrong, because you can't learn something new unless you make a mistake doing it. So if I make the mistake for you, then it will help you. So take, for instance, when I very first started, I bought a couple of diamond paintings off Amazon. And then I started watching Rebecca, and one of the first things I learned from Rebecca was about size and detail. Does that mean that I've bought paintings that always have had good detail? Absolutely not. The fairy one that my mum is doing is far too busy. Even though it's quite a long canvas, it is way too busy for the size of the canvas. So the detail is lost. But I've managed to not have too many like that. Because I watched someone at the beginning who said, if you want more detail, go bigger, go square. You know, if you've got a busy image, there's no point getting it in a 30 by 30, because you won't get the detail in it. It will be pixelated. It will not work. So I've learned from that, and I learned that very early on. Lots of things you learn as you go. So for me, from trying it, I know that I can't free range diamond paint. I would love to. I like nothing more than the idea of just pulling that plastic back and just going, but I can't. My anxiety means that I start to get panicky, which is ridiculous. What on earth have you got to get panicky about diamond painting? The truth is, anxiety is very often things that don't make sense. You get panicky about things that are irrational. That is the nature of anxiety. So for me, just randomly putting drills down wherever I felt like will bother me so much that it will upset me. And we don't want that. Diamond painting needs to be relaxing and calming. And that is why I enjoy kitting up so much, because I can't always control things that go on or the way that they happen. But I can certainly control when I'm kitting up, and that's what I love the most about it. It's the fact that I'm able to, step by step, get this painting kitted up, get it looking nice, the way that I like it, and I can control that. I can control the way I do it. That's what calms me down. So, the same with diamond painting. You know, I very often diamond paint exactly the same way every single time. You know, if I'm doing a square diamond painting, I very often start in this bottom edge, because, especially if it's on the edge of the canvas, because that keeps my drill straight. It's those things that make me feel better. I'm sure that you guys have your own things that you do in a certain way. Okay, let me find the E. That's 3. Where are you? And none of those things are wrong. You know, there just isn't a wrong way to diamond paint, apart from putting the drills on upside down or putting them on the wrong symbol. They're the only things you can do wrong. However, there are things that can help you avoid having problems, like not rolling back a double-sided adhesive. You know, once you've unrolled it, leave it unrolled. Because you will create rivers. I have one at the end of this row. So I will show you. I will save that particular section. Oh. Right, you see, this is where you can go wrong, I think. Yeah, I just put that drill on the wrong place because they're M's, because I'm working upside down. So there was actually only 2 E's. I think that's it. They're actually M's. I didn't even know we had an M. Yeah, they definitely are because I'm upside down. There you go. Who knew? So I needed 2 of those. So I shoved out way more than I needed there. So yeah, there's no wrong way to do it, you know. The point of it is it's meant to be enjoyable. And yes, it is good for mindfulness. You know, if you have anxiety and depression, it can help an awful lot. I know lots of people that do colouring for that reason. Colouring's not for me. It's not my favourite thing. Let me see if I can find this M, which is there. But for me, the process of laying these diamonds is incredibly calming. There are lots of things that I have to do when I'm diamond painting that others won't have to do. So I have to put my washi tape around the outside because I don't like the feel of the glue, of the sticky overhang. I know that I can get a craft knife on the double-sided adhesive ones and pull it off. For me, it's just quicker to put the tape down. The tape also acts as a straight edge for me when I'm diamond painting, so it helps in that respect. So another reason for me to use it. So yes, it's a lot of little bitty bits down this end, but once I've got these done, we're on to some colour blocking, so that should go pretty quickly. Trying to think if there's anything that I see people do that really bothers me. I don't think there is, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna do, let's do these diamonds. Now I'm pretty sure that they're a small pot, if I remember rightly. I could be wrong. Oh, hang on a minute, have we got some of those? Oh yeah, let's do those. I've got the anchor. It's like a little anchor symbol. So I'm just going to do those quickly because they're grey, so they're dark. So literally, I only need a few. I don't think there is. I mean, I've seen people roll back double-sided adhesive canvases before and thought, oops, you don't want to be doing that. But, you know, certainly poured glue canvases you can. That's the beauty of them. And for me, my poured glue canvases are only hung up right before I'm going to start them. Up until then, they stay rolled up. You know, they take up less space. It is not unheard of. At the minute, I have got Forest Snowman rolled back up, diamond side out, while I wait to get the frame for it. You know, there may be people out there that would absolutely be horrified that I do that. And that's fine too. No judging. Is that all of them? I think it is. So let's go back. I'll put these away and I'll go back and I'll find that diamond symbol. Because I know it's here somewhere. Just got to find it. You don't realise until you're scanning through them all how many 50 colours is until you're wanting to find it quickly. Where are you? I've literally gone through all of them now. No. No. There. Literally second to last one. Plans for the future. And what have I got? Plans for the future. I mean, obviously, to get this summer house built so I can get my nail stuff out of here. We're actually planning to do a small extension. We're converting part of the sunroom into a utility room and downstairs toilet, because we only have one toilet in this house. And my old house, I had two, and I really miss having two toilets, which is a random thing to miss. So we plan to do that. Once that has been done, we're also taking I've just pinged a drill at myself. I'm going to close the lid on that. We're also planning to put a sloping roof on the sunroom. At the minute, it's got a flat roof. And we plan to put a sloping roof on with some lights in it. Once we've done all of that, we will then be taking out the wall between the snug and the sunroom to make a larger open space, and that will then be our, I guess it will become our family room. It will still house the sofa bed, etc., so if people want to stay over they can. But it will also give me room to have a decent table to diamond paint on. And it will then become my craft space, which I cannot wait for. But that's a way off, you know. We've got to get the plans made first. We've got to get the other bits done first. So it's going to be a little while. As soon as I get my sunroom built, however, I can then get a table to diamond paint, because I will have the space, because I won't have this table. This table is okay for diamond painting on. It works very well, but it's not very wide. I need one that's a bit wider. Not too wide, but a bit wider. So I'm actually thinking of getting a drafting table. But then I don't know, you see. The issue I've got is I don't actually use an easel very often. So do I need a drafting table? Or do I just need a slightly bigger desk? That is the question. Always have plenty of those. I've always got ideas milling around in my head. Some of them end up working out and some of them don't. Okay, let's get this swirl. This reminds me of the cinnamon swirls you get in Starbucks. So I just call it the swirl. So I'm just going to put that in there. Oh, bit of trash there. Got a nice big bit of... Let's get rid of that. Not the drill though. The drill's okay. Let's get rid of that. So lots of plans, lots of ideas. We're getting these bits done bit by bit, but the building work is a bit of a bigger project really. The first big project that we did was rewiring the whole house. I missed an egg timer there. That was a massive job, especially in a house as old as this one is. However, it's made all the difference, because we now at least have enough plug sockets everywhere, because that was a big bind. And especially with my daughter being a teenager, we also had a wired Wi-Fi socket put in her bedroom, because she enjoys gaming on the PS4, so she needs to make sure she's got a decent internet connection. Okay, let's get... Right, I've got 3 of those. So let's get the star. That's those. I have an idea of what I'm going to do on my nails, but whether it actually happens or not, I'm planning on doing quite plain, simple nails, but I'm going to be doing a winter sweater or jumper, whichever you prefer to say, design. So, you know, like the Aran cable jumpers that you get, I'm going to be doing a design like that, which is actually easier than you think. It will be interesting doing it left-handed, but I'm confident enough that I can. Just haven't decided that there'll be a light colour, because I need to keep them light, because I will be redesigning them for my Christmas nails, but not quite decided what yet. So I've got a couple of those and a couple of those. Right, where are these suns again? Let's get these suns back and fill those in properly. Where did I see those? That is there. Just need 3. So, of course, I tip out 30. Isn't that always the case? My daughter this week, she's gone to school today. She starts her mock GCSEs tomorrow. So she's a little bit nervous. She is hoping that she can get the required qualification results that she needs to go into 6th form. So the mocks will be a good way to see where she is, and whether that is an option. If she doesn't manage to get into 6th form to do that, then she will probably go to college and do it instead. But at least she has an idea. It's only in the last sort of 6 months or so that she's actually had an idea of what she wants to do, which is why I don't panic when, you know, they turn around at 13 and say you need to decide what you want to do when you're older. Not all children find that easy. I only need 2 of these, so I'm going to bung them out. Look at that, picked up 2. Or is it? No, wrong one, Sam. That one. So I'm pleased that she has an idea now. This will give her a good indication of where she is and whether she's going to be able to do it. Can't get that one to turn up the right way around. So let's do that. That can then go back. Carry on looking for this other symbol. There, 317. Again, I only need 3. But once I've got this corner filled in, I can crack on then with this larger area of colour blocking. So that should go quite quickly. I mean, it still will. I've got that drilling upside down. It still will take a little while because it's square, but it's quicker. It's better than it was. So that's something. So pick that one up, put that away. So a lot of these ones that I need next are all single. So I need 2 of those. So I'm going to take my chances and just dob into the pot, which works very well if your sticky dot is sticky enough. Not always quite so well if it's not. Just want that one. So that's them 2. Oh, and another one. I've got a 3rd. Like so. So I'm hoping that my updated opinion on the on this canvas has helped, because I do want to give a fair review of different companies. And you know, if a canvas is improved so much just by using a light pad, then of course it's worth trying, because they do have some nice images on there. All right, first time I've used this colour, I think. You only need 1. If I can get it to turn round, flip over. There we go. Really didn't want to. And of course you will have trouble if canvases are computer charted. They're not as clear. It's not going to be as clear as it would be if it was hand charted. That's what you pay the extra money to DAC for, is for the hand charting. So, you know, I shouldn't judge on that, to be fair. Okay, Snowflake. Snowflake. Just in case you don't know which symbol I mean. I guess most people would call it a star, but because I already have a star symbol, it got called Snowflake. That's that one done. 8 ball. Where's the 8 ball? There. 8 ball. Why do we give them such a weird name? I think it's just what it reminds me of. It's just an 8, isn't it? But it looks like an 8 ball because it's... I've just put that in completely the wrong place. Where did I get it from then? Yeah, down there. I've probably put it away wrong in the first place. Where's that arrow again? Let's get the arrow, because I just need one of those. And a H, and then the squirrely arrow thing. You know what I mean. Squirrely arrow. H there. 413. And then the squirrely arrow again. Where are you? Down here somewhere. There we go. And then I think we are literally large areas of percentage signs and dollar symbols, which is good. How long we're at an hour already. So I'm not going to sit and do all of this, because you're going to get bored. I'm sure you don't want a video that's 2 hours long. So I'm going to leave it there for now. When I finish doing squares, I run my fingers across, because you can always see, you can feel if drills are sitting upright, especially if you multi-place. If you're not a hard presser, you can very often have drills that aren't sitting dead flat. You can feel them then. That's what I'm feeling for. I haven't had any problems with popping drills on this, I have to say. It's been very, very good. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like, subscribe, share. That's always going to help me. Need to get those numbers up. And as always, thank you for liking, subscribing and watching. From this Kitty Nut Kitten. It is over and out. Bye for now.